I just can't let you go.
Hey guys, hope you guys had a great weekend. This is Kelly from House of Virgo. Excuse me, I'm going to take a look at your messages. Oh my gosh, from February 3rd through the 9th. See what shows up here for you. Personal reading link is right above here and also in the description box. And please do smash that like and subscribe on the channel if you enjoy my readings. All right, Virgo, let's see what's going on. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Okay. Interesting. Starting with moving on. Someone is unavailable. A waste of time. It's over. Then spying. Someone's got their eye on you. And then they'll be back. Expect to hear from somebody soon. Okay. All right, Virgo. So here we go. Here we go. Something's ending. I just saw the death card. If it pops back out, that's it. Something's ending. Something's over. Looks like maybe. There you go. I can't even believe it. It just popped out, right? So, okay. Scorpio energy there. Somebody's moving on. Something's ending and moving into a new energy this week as far as a relationship or, you know, whatever it is, okay? Could be in your career, could be in your relationships, whatever it is. Something's done here. It's finished. Ow. Oh, I just got like a little sting in my shoulder. Something's done this week, okay? There's an energy. Maybe it's you. It could be whomever else, maybe somebody else you're dealing with. But it's heavy death card energy. Big changes. Time to move on, okay? Water sign showing up here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. And the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, there's definitely this maybe idealizing. Ow, gosh, I keep getting these shooting pain. Idealizing something else or somebody else. Somebody else being attracted to the bling, you know what I mean? Like a moth to a flame. Okay? Maybe another earth sign. Or moving on to a water sign, or a water sign moving on. Yeah, the energies are playing out here. There's somebody's communicating with, so like I said, roles could be reversed, so take it as it resonates. So somebody, with the page is communication. Somebody's communicating ideas and thoughts and plans, perhaps, I want to say with like maybe another person, or moving on to thinking about like a new job. It's something, moving on to something new, and it's shiny and sparkly. Okay, and that is the energy I'm feeling. So it could be you, it could, you know, somebody else, a new opportunity, moving on or leaving for another opportunity, checking to see how they're feeling, or somebody's checking to see how they're feeling and wanting to build something with somebody else or another. I keep getting these things. Another person, place, or thing. You know, could be, you know, moving on from a job. Just like, no, I'm done. Putting the resume out there, or doing like quitting a job or leaving and getting some new skills, doing something new here. Okay, so new beginnings happening, ideas, new beginnings, plans to try to make something work or build somewhere else, okay? Now, could this be whomever, you know, in a relationship? Could this be another person? Could it be you? Yes. Okay, it could be both. But then there's also this spy energy. So this feels, so it's someone's got their eye on you, but it's also somebody's doing research, okay? So let's take a look and see. Oh, somebody's keeping quiet. Spying in silence. Researching in silence. Oh. Researching in silence. I feel like somebody here is like leaving their job and trying to figure out what school they want to go to or what they want to learn or what new job. It's a little bit of like there's a break that's happening here. And then kind of like thinking about it, doing some research, seeing what really sparks interest. And something, there's an energy of wanting something here for the long term. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, that's a long term. Seeking something more solid, more permanent, more of a long term energy. Okay. The Empress. New beginnings. Yeah, this is big time this week. Major new beginnings happening this week. Somebody might be moving home with mom, too. But there's like a seeking that abundance, fulfillment, creation, a new beginning. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure who this is, if this is you or somebody else, but it's, it doesn't have to be the person you're with. It could just be another person, but it does, so you do have another Virgo energy here, and you also have Taurus and, Taurus I'm feeling. So some earth energy here. Okay. Let me just, give me a clarifying card for the Empress. Oh yeah, seeking out a more positive situation, a more successful, or something that's going to, like I said, have long-term results and be positive and successful. Okay? Now, I will get some more clarifying cards as we go forward here, but I just want to get the gist of these messages. Also, they'll be back. Expect to hear from someone soon. Now, either somebody's going to return, or there's going to be some type of communication. Yeah, there you go. There's some kind of clarity. I feel like somebody's sorting out the pile of options. Look at this, 2 aces. Oh. So I do feel like there's going to be somebody returning, whether that's you or another person, but I do feel like it's going to be not for a continuation of anything, because I'm seeing some kind of a silent cutoff here. So I do feel like there may be some communication. So in other words, like if you're putting out resumes as far as like a career or job, and there's like, you're waiting to hear back, I feel like you will hear back, but there's a particular position you'll hear back won't be the one you'll get. You'll hear back to say, oh, sorry, no. Or we've selected somebody else, okay? I do feel like you're going to hear that. And it may also happen in a relationship, but it may also be you doing it. It could be another person doing it, okay? So as far as a relationship, somebody here might be saying to another person, want to keep it friendly, or acquaintances, or just very light, okay? So listen, this is just for the week, okay? It's just for the week. But I'm definitely, here, because of the money loss card. 5 of Pentacles is financial loss, or a sense. So I'm kind of feeling like, don't get your hopes up with any kind of a return. Don't get your hopes up with any kind of a return, Virgo, because I don't feel like it's meant to be a long term. I feel like you're looking for something more long term that has a successful outcome, no matter what area this is in, and it will come. But I feel like just because things have shifted and you're on that path now, doesn't mean it's going to come right away. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you will get a little bit of some kind of a response, I'm hearing, but I don't feel like it's going to be for permanency. Okay? Yeah. Things are definitely changing. I'm hearing be patient with the way things are moving forward. Okay? With the way things are going forward. Even though you want to sprint, it's a marathon, Virgo, not a sprint. Anybody can do a sprint, Virgo. Anybody can sprint. It's like 2 seconds, but that's not how you reach your goals. And you can do that for short-term goals. But if you have long-term goals, it's a marathon. And you got to just get your pace on. Breathe. Take your time. You'll get there. You'll have whatever win-win you're trying to have in your life. That's the overall message that I'm getting here. Okay, Virgo? And I feel like if this has to do with a relationship and something's ending or something has ended, no matter who ended it, there may be this energy of maybe you wondering if this person's going to try to reach out after you end something. But if you're ending it because you're trying to get a response from them, that's kind of game playing. I mean, if you're done with something, be done with it when you're done with it. And then, because at that point, when you really reach the end of something, then you really don't care if there's a response or not. You know what I'm saying? But if you're ending something because you're trying to elicit, if you're doing something to try to elicit something, that may not always work out in your favor. It could backfire. And if you're doing that, you will hear back, but there's going to be a silent cutoff that comes right after. So that's a little bit of a message there for you. Okay. There's a past life love connection that's hard to let go of. One person giving too much in this relationship, a past life thing. You are safe and divinely guided and protected this week when you release. Radical acceptance, time apart. Okay? And learn the spiritual lesson here. You can trust yourself, Virgo. Whatever you're dealing with here, everything happens for a reason. Those are some interesting messages for this week. I feel like it feels kind of short. Like, okay, is anything else going on? What else is going on? Let's see if there's anything else for coming in for love specifically. And like a love opportunity or anything, what you need to know. Oh, you do have true love on the table. Keep an open mind. Heart-to-heart conversation. Okay, so there is a romantic connection that I'm seeing here. I don't know who this with. This could be somebody you're moving on from or moving on from you, whichever it is. But I do feel like you need to keep an open mind and some kind of conversation that comes up here. And I'm not sure why, but I feel like it could have something to do with somebody making a return. I think you need to be very open-minded about what you hear from another person and honestly discuss your feelings. Finances and career, financial issues have something to do with, have everything to do with this situation. Either a relationship, a close, intimate relationship, or your career, okay? There's definitely a factor in your career, or will be this week, but also in your love life. Your career. And there's a little bit of codependency here that needs to be addressed as well. And they're saying, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Yeah, so I kind of feel like the overall message I'm getting here, Virgo, is that something that you're doing in an attempt to elicit a response will not be the response that you hope to get. You'll get a response, but I don't feel like it's going to fully deliver. And that's okay, because that just means it's not for you. You wait for the next one, I mean, when you're fishing, you're not fishing for one fish, right? You get your hook out there with your little wormy worm and you're waiting for whatever bites. So you got to stay open to that and be very patient. How are we getting into fishing? Okay. All right, let's see, what else do you have? What other messages do you have, Virgo? This feels very predictive. High vibrations, transformation. You've chosen to step into a higher vibration. that is in alignment with your soul path and higher knowing. You now have the awareness that you are limitless and ready for transformation. Yeah, and your dreams manifest here this week. You're manifesting something for sure. Pushing outside of your comfort zone, you might have to. Let go of resistance, Virgo. There's a cycle that's ending, and it's time to let go to experience something new. Yeah, so your expectations might be hindering you. There's new things that are going to come into your life. Things don't change, people change. Things don't change, we change, right? But you got to figure out what's holding you back. Change is absolutely necessary. Radical acceptance and release is the key phrasing here this week. Moving on should be moving on because you're ready to move on, not with any reservation. Yeah, better boundaries in your communication are needed this week. You got to love yourself. If you don't have boundaries, you don't love yourself. If you don't have boundaries, you don't have self-discipline. You're lacking in those. It's not about you shutting people out or being unkind. It is about you telling them you care enough about yourself to create boundaries that are for your highest good. I mean, what do you want? What's going to work for you? Don't hold on to things that aren't working in your favor, right? I kind of feel like that's the message here, you know? What you consume consumes you. So maybe take a look at what you're consuming. And are you consuming anything that's healthy for you, that's good for you? I keep looking, okay, I was looking for, I'm being drawn to this final deck here. I know this is short for the week ahead, but I just kind of feel like these messages are straightforward. Okay, you have the Page of Wands. There's news of exciting opportunities coming your way this week. Allow your creativity to soar. Do things that fuel your passions and finish what you start. But finish. Remember, I said that in the beginning. Something is finished, but make sure it's really finished before you finish. If you're going to finish something, right, make sure that you're done with it. Don't finish it with any reservation, because then you'll just go back to it. And obviously, if something's over and there's a need to move on, there's a reason. Okay, the Dreamer. A new start. Push yourself, trust yourself, push your fears aside and take a leap of faith, Virgo. Somebody's going to get a PM, a private message this week. And there's transformation. Just the way it began. A significant life experience that requires changes to be made. Powerful and often unexpected revelations come in. You're breaking free of procrastination and releasing old belief systems. Okay, one more for Virgo and then we'll move on to... Oh, good, you got the Star. Beautiful. Have faith, the future is bright. Dreams come true. These are positive changes that come about you that will bring an end to challenging times, a light at the end of the tunnel. Now listen, I'm not calling you out and saying you're being manipulative. I feel like universe is trying to move you out of something this week or away from something, person, place, or thing this week. And when the major arcana comes in of the Death card to start the reading, that's really powerful, because what that means in tarot is that if you don't move, Virgo, Spirit will move you. And you haven't been moving. Not really. You've been trying, but you have some reservations. And this is about surrender. To move on or to move forward into the next phase of whatever is coming into your life. You're being kind of pulled in that direction. And you might be pushing back a little bit, like halfway. I feel like, Virgo, you've got like 1 foot out the door and 1 foot in the door. So you're kind of on the fence. You don't know what to do. But I don't think you're going to have to worry because, you know, the death card is here. It's like, no, we're pushing you all the way out that door. Okay? And even with the dreamer, this is have faith, taking a leap of faith. You're just going to be pushed, so to speak, you know, energetically, not physically, God forbid. You know, and so as things end, it's never black and white. There's always a transition in between, right? We go from white to gray to black, and you're going into this gray area. That's why they'll be back. For some of you, you might leave a position or relationship and then they return. You know, hey, we want you back at the job, or, you know, we couldn't find anybody else, whatever. But it's not meant to be permanent. It's just kind of like, you know how when things end, there's a period of time when it doesn't matter who it is. The romanticizing all the negative aspects, you know, the negative stuff kind of gets less and the good stuff starts showing up more. You know, it's like when somebody passes away, you tend to think more about how wonderful they were. Okay. So I feel like that energy kind of happens from whichever way, in either direction. And then there's always this kind of resurge of energy that comes in after there's some kind of separation. But that resurge of energy is kind of like where the term, they would give it the old college try, one last try kind of thing, but it doesn't last. So, you know, you might hear back from the job after you walked away and they haven't been able to replace you, and then they want you to come back, or they see if you can just work a little bit or something. But I kind of feel like you might even be a little, like maybe you entertain it, maybe you go back for a little bit, but then it's kind of like, oh, I just remember why this didn't work out. It might be just to check one more time to see if there's anything left on either side. Same with a relationship. You get back into it. It's like, you know, when you go back, you never go back to the past. In the sense that if you go back to the past, most times it's going to be exactly the same way it was before. You know, unless there's major shifts and changes from either side. But generally going back to the past, like if you left something, there's a reason why you left it. And you can't forget that. And you can't sit in a position of, oh, well, maybe if I go back, everything will be different. It's exception to the rule. Not saying it doesn't happen, but I feel like there might be this one last, but it doesn't really pan out. And I feel like you kind of find that out this week. Like, nah, nothing's different. You know, and then even the same result if you are trying to elicit change in someone. Usually you got to be gone for a really, really long time for that to even have a slight chance of happening. You know, all this in a week. Nope, not really. I wouldn't bet on anything this week. That's what I'm saying. I feel like you're the one that kind of looks at it and you're like, there's got to be something better out there for me. You know, so don't settle, Virgo. I feel like that's the message. Whatever's going on here, don't settle for less than you deserve. But you got to know what your worth is. I can't tell you. You have to figure that out. All right, let's see. Sagittarius, Libra, Aries. All right, September 11th, the 1st. You have 11:11 here. Oh, you guys can't see it. Sorry. 11:11. 11. You got all these ones. Your angels are watching out for you, Virgo. September 3rd, the 5th, the 2nd, the 8th. August 28th, 25th, 23rd. And the 24th. All right. Initials. Z. L. A. P. Y. R. H. N. M. Two more. E and U. Okay. That might be your first middle or last initial or any initial of anybody. Maybe you have them both together. Maybe not. All right, let's get some charms. Okay, you do have love. Oh, it's Valentine's month. Well, I'm not going to say it's too early. But hey, I wish you all love, right? So pink love, pink music, pink heart, pink pumpkin Cinderella, pink, and a pink kitty. Oh my goodness, there's so much pink here. That's incredible. What's that all mean? Favorite color might be pink, or somebody's painting, like, do you ever see how people paint the inside of their homes? Like it's all flush. Like they paint all their furniture pink. They paint their walls pink. It's like everything is pink. I don't remember I think it's called flush. It's some kind of color painting. I forget the term. If you know, feel free. I can't drag it off the top of my head, but it's where everything is just all one color, which I actually like it. I think that looks pretty cool. Yeah, but there's music, love, maybe candy hearts. You get a Valentine gift. Treated like a prince or a princess by somebody. Could be a Leo. Romantic. If you're a romantic Virgo, look, even my nails are pink, so it's matching. There's some type of romantic energy that's showing up. Listening to love songs. Somebody's listening to love songs. Having like little romantic fantasies, flowers. It feels it's a very feminine energy. Connection with someone this week, perhaps. Or it's just somebody's got love on their mind. Or just listening to love songs. Feeling there's a lot of intimacy. I don't know where that's coming from, but I feel like the energy for romance is strong this week. Considering this reading, I don't know. You do have true love, so maybe there's a connection. And you did have a few aces. So is it possible you could be, maybe you're just thinking about love or thinking about someone or meeting somebody or romanticizing some kind of past thing here. You could be Virgo. Let me just see. Oh, there you go. Ace of Cups. Yeah. I was waiting for that. And I did see the Six of Swords. I don't know where it went. So it could be, Six of Swords is energy of moving on. Transition, moving, relocating. There could be a yearning. I can't talk. A yearning for love. Okay? Or if there's a disconnect with someone, there could be like this yearning for love. That's very interesting. But that's what was coming up for me. The Ace of Cups is that emotional feeling, new emotional feelings, new beginnings, new baby, new relationship. Love, love, love. So somebody's name could start with there could be a W, and we did see the letter M. Okay. Yeah, I know some of you are like, I'm not romantic, and some of you are, but that energy is definitely playing out this week. So there might be a new love start somewhere this week. And I feel like when you embody the energy of love and that feminine love energy, you can also draw that into you. You can also attract that to you. So maybe that's something you're doing this week, Virgo. You might be. All right, so anyway, we're rambling here, so I'm going to leave that there. I hope you enjoyed that reading. Personal reading link, again, is in the description box below this video. Tomorrow I'll be back with your Monday reading. Thanks, everybody, for being here, and I will see you all back here tomorrow. Bye.